and we are here with Dude. And what did you do, Dude?
I came top 8 hungover with 2 hours sleep playing Train OTK.
Train OTK. And what made you want to play trains today?
Because I'm hungover and I don't want to think about what I'm doing.
Nice, Dude, nice. And we'll just get into the deck
so
profile.
for the deck, for the main, 2 Pegasus. He's just great for recursion, and if you fuck up, he'll just stall out your opponent with Switch Yard, summoning off Switch Yard. I had one game where I was playing a stall player. I think I looped this 12 turns in a row just to keep summoning Exceeds. Night Express Knight, he is just level 10, normal summons, 0 attack. Just, if you really need something to summon, he's there. Probably the best train ever printed, Derek. This guy, he can special summon himself, chain blocking any normal summon you make in the deck. When he's detached as a material, he'll pop a card on the field, non-targeting.
Nice.
So, Bullet Liner, he special summons from hand when you control only Earth Machines. If he's in the graveyard during the end phase, you can take an Earth Machine in your grave, add it to your hand. Really nice. Really just, these two is just like, just keep looping, just throw shit at the field.
Nice.
Yep. That's mainly the train package. I also run a scrap engine of 3 Recycler and a Golem, just because, honestly, half the time this just baits out any negates my opponent has.
Okay, yeah, so it's kind of just to scare him a little bit, right?
Pretty
normal
much.
Summon, activate, and he
Yeah,
traps.
normal summon. Well, the entire scrap combo you can actually chain block. So you can go into him, go into a Derek, that'll chain block that, which will pitch the Citadel. You'll link into the Wyvern. Wyvern will summon back the Recycler, pop the Recycler because a machine was destroyed. The Wyvern will be chain linked 1, Citadel will be chain linked 2 to come back. So it just keeps chain blocking all your summons, so your opponent just can't do shit.
Oh wow.
It's quite fun of just being like, no, you're not allowed to respond. Yeah, for the Machinas, 1 Citadel, 1 Fortress, board wipe or combo extender, and if I have to go into the grind game, if they target it, it starts ripping cards out their hand. Old but good.
So just a nice, hard to remove big guy.
Yeah. He's really good because he's quick play Raigeki.
Ooh.
So quick play, target a machine you control, destroy all monsters your opponent controls with attack equal or less. With your trains, one of your rank 10s, it can quick play, detach a material, target any card you control, can't be destroyed. So with that, plus the train, you use that, target the train, train quick plays, makes itself unaffected.
That
it doesn't
is a really
die,
nice
and
piece of disruption.
it's just a quick play Raigeki on your opponent's turn. So if you somehow don't win on the magical turn 2, you need something to follow up with of board wipes and a fair few hand cannon, hand traps. I'm sorry, I'm fucking out of it today.
Train brain.
Yeah, train brain. I main 2 Nibiru's because there was a fair bit of combo today, so.
Yeah, seems like a pretty
Yeah,
nice
it was
pick.
pretty good, apart from the one time I used Nibiru and I was versing Drytron. He stole my 15,000 attack token that he Nibiru'd me, made a 15,000 token, stole it and swung it directly in my face. And that was not a fun game. Then 3 Ash because feet is bait.
Nice.
And the Gamma package, which this fucker needs to get out of my opening hands because
that seems to be a recurring theme here. He seems to like to sneak into people's hands and...
I see him more than I see the 3 obs, which is starting to get me a bit annoyed. But those are the hand traps I made.
Nice.
On to spells. This card is my win or loss. Today it was great for me. I didn't banish anything I need. Last night I was consistently hitting 3 obs I needed and I walked out of here just about ready to kill someone, so.
Let's go waste all your bad luck the night before.
Pretty much, yeah. That's just draw power for consistency. 2 revolving switch shard and a terraforming. I used to run just 3, but I prefer the terraforming because if I open them both, that's just going to bait out an Ash so I can keep going. It just...
Yeah, seems pretty
which is
solid
really good.
logic there.
And switch shard is just... It's insane. It's just a wall of text that says, fuck you, machines are going to hit the field.
So did you ever think maybe of playing another switch shard as well to make it 4? Or do you think you were happy with 3?
I'm happy with the 3 because switch shard is more of a follow-up when shit hits the fan. Like, switch
That's plan
shard,
B.
there is... Essentially, you can turn switch shard and urgent schedule into scapegoat.
Ah.
So, if you have switch shard, and you've got an urgent schedule set, and you don't OTK, you go into your opponent's turn. They have more monsters, you activate schedule, you'll summon 2 trains from the deck. Because a level 10 will summon Switch Yard, it will summon a Pegasus from the deck that will revive another train from the ground, and choo, I'm just going to build a board on your turn. Yeah, but it also can discard any card from my hand to search a level 10 Earth Machine, so it floods the field, it sets up your plays for your OTK, it is
Nice.
really nice. And yeah, 3 urgent schedules, I resolve this, I win.
Best card in the deck, right?
Pretty much, yeah. Special summon a level 4 or lower Earth Machine and a 5 or higher. Effects are negated, but I don't care. Because at that point, I'm either going to go full scrap combo with a negated scrap, I'm going to bait out your hand trap with this. The one time I did, I just gammed the hand trap, and that was not fun for them. That was not fun. And it was just, you win if you open this and it doesn't get negated. Board breakers, 3 Dark Ruler, 2 droplets because I don't have a third yet, and a Raigeki because that would be a droplets.
Right, yeah. So how did you draw the Raigeki at all?
Yes, I did.
Did it come in clutch?
Yes.
Nice.
It broke a fair few pools.
That's what I like to hear.
Yeah. A lot of people say don't run the Dark Ruler in an OTK deck, but honestly, it works with the machines because worst comes to worst, you will just stack up like a lead with 3 materials that can attack 5 times, or 4 or 5 times, swing into everything they've got, then drop a 4 material Zeus on top of it, just clearing their board either way. So Dark Ruler, it won't be an OTK, but it's not going to make their next turn fun.
No, and I guess like if you were having to use this card, you probably weren't going to be able to OTK them otherwise, you just wouldn't bother using it, right?
Exactly, so, but with Zeus, that's made this viable again, because it's like, okay, I'll just wipe your field and sit on the Zeus, and I'm going to take another swing next turn.
Yeah, Zeus is a really interesting card this format. It seems to pop up in basically every deck.
Oh, it is amazing. So for the extra, a Borreload Savage and a Cyframe Omega. Because Gamma and Driver, and most of the time I use it, is protecting Urgent Schedule.
Nice.
This guy's really fun late into the game because they do not see this guy flying out. Those are just my 2 synchros. For Lynx, Link Spider. If they Nibiru me, or if they're playing Dinos, I don't want that token because it screws me over. It's just, I like having it in at the moment. I may take it out depending on what changes. Nightmare Phoenix because fuck back row and mine especially. Probably one of the best trains ever printed, Anger Knuckle.
Alright, so what does this card do?
He can, during the main phase, quick effect, send a monster from my hand or field to the graveyard, target a level 10 machine in the grave, special summon it.
Oh, okay.
So
nice.
he is a second urgent schedule, because you can do that on your opponent's main phase, triggering your switch yard, summoning a Pegasus, dropping more stuff.
Very nice.
I'm thinking about possibly running an IP Masquerena with that, just because the amount of board swarming I can do.
Yeah.
I'm tempted to put in IP and just run off that and just...
That seems to be a nice thing about your deck is you do have a nice mid-range of being able to kill them and being able to set up more disruption, so that might add to that.
A lot of the times I've just fucked up my OTK and I've just kept building a board until I can go again. Skull Dread because this deck bricks and drawing 4 is fun. Appaloosa because if I go full scrap combo, I'm normally ending on this, a Dora with a Pulp, and maybe even a Zeus, depending on how hard I go.
Nice.
Scrap Wyvern for the scrap combo because people don't read. They don't understand what this card can do, and it's just summon pop, summon pop. And the fact that you can chain block with it is so nice. Like, I'll just find them in my pile of junk. So with the scrap combo, if you like Recycler, Derricrane, chain it to chain block, send Citadel to the graveyard, link into Wyvern with those 2, activate Wyvern, it'll summon the Recycler, immediately destroying the Recycler, chain link 1, chain link 2, special summons from the deck, hits the field, opponent can't stop the special from the deck. And then that will bring out the fridge, and at that
Everyone's
point,
favourite brick.
Yeah, and at that point it's just, now you can interrupt me, but that's already an Appaloosa.
Yeah.
I'm at the point of Appaloosa and I've just chain blocked my entire way there, so if you have an interruption, too late. which is really nice. Yes, they are nice. That's it for the links. Sky Palace Kangarada.
So what does that one do?
Detach a material, target a card on the field, destroy it, and burn your opponent for 1,000. That with a
Very
Dara
nice.
Crane is a pop 2 and burn for 1,000. Comes in nice against back row. Then the bigger burn, Gustav, pretty much it's helped me with most of my OTKs. Because he'll normally have a freight train under it, detach the freight train, burn, pop. Normally, with my hand traps, they've normally only got 1 or 2 on the field. Most of the time it's a Nibiru token, so that'll just blow out the token, burn for 2k, and Lee will swing in for 6k, and that's easy game. If I need to play defensive, 2 Super Doras, quick effect, on either player's turn, detach a material, target a card, unaffected. Just unaffected by card effects.
Nice. It's got a nice beefy 4,000.
Oh yeah, a lot of players, if I have to go first, I can just lead with this, and that with a pop under it, it's kind of hard for it to get over. It's really nice in a bad situation. And for just swinging and praying, Lieb, the fucking monster.
Yeah, the heart and soul of the train deck. I think this card's just insane. Every time I read it, I just...
Well, what a lot of people don't know is if you actually read the text, the part where it gets multiple attacks is a different line. It's not part of the detach requirement. So I can not use a material and still swing away as much as I want.
Wow. And I guess that's another thing. You probably get a big punish from people not leaving the guys at defense and stuff and just...
Oh yes, it is quite good. And the final card in the main,
Yes.
Zeusy boy.
Zeus.
Because if all else fails, normally I'm ending with 4 materials on it, and that's at least gonna buy me a turn, if not outright win me the game, to take another swing at you, because this deck is really good at just rebuilding your OTK board.
Very
It
nice.
is
I suppose,
really
you know,
nice.
if you can keep yourself on him, survive a turn, the next turn something out the trains with that guy, it's just game.
Exactly, and a lot of the time you'll just recur your stuff with your Bullet Liner and your Pegasus just coming back to the hand.
Very nice.
It is really nice for recursion. But yeah, came here with just Rogue at best and somehow made top cut with it.
Yeah, well, that's it, dude. Sometimes Rogue is what you need because
Yep.
thing people expecting the least.
Do you want to see the slide?
Yeah, yeah, absolutely, man.
So because I'm a cunt and I hate going first, that won me 2 duels today. Both of them, my opponents wanted to punch me in the face.
Yeah, people are not a fan of this card.
No, they are not. But you gotta do what you gotta do.
Yeah, that's it.
And because
Okay,
I
that
run
W.
that, and also back row, when I'm done with it, I'm just going to Twin Twister off my own mine for when I'm ready to fight you. So a lot of the times I'll just keep mine around until it's no longer useful.
I suppose the other thing you can always do is stack Switch Shard on top of it too,
Exactly,
right?
yeah. So either way, I've got a lot of outs for it. Twin Twister also just for annoying back row decks. I had to side it in against a couple decks today, like...
Have you ever had it come up where you've been able to Mystic Mine your opponent with a bunch of monsters on board and then just leave them to death?
Yes.
Yeah, nice.
It is great. Because dinosaurs and other banished decks
Yep.
pretty much have to run that.
Pretty standard.
3 ghost spells for anything my opponent does in the
Nice. So
grave.
how did you like Ghost Spell today? I've seen this popping up quite a bit.
It was quite good. Kind of wish it was a DD Crow for the Eldritch Mirror match, or the Eldritch match, but other than that, it did pretty good. I may swap it for DD Crow. But yeah, it did pretty good for what it does. 2 Drawn and Lockbird. Didn't really seem like I needed 3, I just ran 2, and honestly, I just saw what I needed to see when I needed to today, so...
Very good.
Yep. And because there were a lot of Eldritch motherfuckers today, Harpy and 2 Danko. Because again, I'm willing to sit on garbage until I know I can kill you.
So what was your theory with Denko over maybe a card like Red Reboot or, I don't know, even Pancratops, I guess? And did this come in handy at all? Like, did you manage to
Yes,
summon
because like dropping mine and one of them on a mutant player today was just what? Just go.
Very, very
It
nice.
was really nice.
And did you manage to draw the Duster at all today?
No, I actually didn't.
Well, it was there just in case. so
Exactly. It was there, but it never came through.
You never needed it.
No. But yeah, that was pretty good today.
Awesome, dude. And do you have any shout outs or anything? Or? Or any changes you would make to the deck you think that you didn't like? Or
I probably would drop the Raigeki for another droplets, and I would drop the Ghost Spells for either DD Crows or Skullmeisters. I'm thinking about dropping the Desires for the new pot, but
yeah.
I'm kind of against it because that means I need to put out a lot more damage to OTK, so...
Right, yeah, which could be a bit
Which
counterintuitive.
I came up with a dumb idea while we're just out the back smoking with guys, like, oh yeah, just run limiter removal with the pot. It's like, oh yeah, you take half damage, deal double damage, and I'm like...
Oh, that's an interesting take. Oh, there's a good question.
Yeah.
Why didn't you play limiter removal in your deck? Feel like you didn't need it, or...?
Just... I didn't feel like it flowed well with the deck, like, just having to rely on hard drawing it. I don't really... Unless I can run like 6 or so copies with a similar effect, I don't like just hoping it shows up.
Understandable.
Yeah, it's just... But it was quite fun. I got my field center, I got like 6 packs. I'm happy. It was a good day.
Awesome, dude. Well, thanks heaps for the deck profile.